Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, fired off the request for the international pop star, who's 35, to be a witness in the ongoing legal war, according to TMZ. Swift's name came up several times in Baldoni's lawsuit, according to the New York Post. The Post says the Bad Blood singer has a tight friendship with the famous couple, so tight that she's the godmother of Lively and Reynolds' 3 daughters. Baldoni alleged the conversation got heated and he felt ambushed. He also claimed that Lively tried to use her relationship with the Grammy winner to intimidate him. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She did not score the film. She never saw an edit or made any notes on the film. She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after its public release.
Taylor Swift's world has always been meticulously crafted. Every lyric, every friendship, every public appearance has been calculated to project an image of vulnerability, strength, and resilience. But today, that world is collapsing under the weight of an official subpoena, served in the most scandalous and unexpected way, bringing Taylor to her knees in ways no one saw coming. It's one thing to weather rumors or paparazzi cameras following her every move, but an official subpoena in the Blake Lively lawsuit is a different beast entirely. Now, Taylor's left reeling, emotionally broken, and wondering how everything went so wrong. The reality is, the truth behind this legal mess has been slowly unfolding over months. It started with whispers, small, almost laughable rumors about Blake's ties to a scandal that no one wanted to touch. Taylor, always so protective of her inner circle, never imagined that her name would get tied up in the wreckage of her friend's legal drama. But here she is, caught in a web she never saw coming, her life exposed in ways that could change the trajectory of her career and personal life forever.
What happened with Travis Kelce?
For my kids.
What happened with Travis Kelce? Are you guys good? Are you guys friends? How come Travis Kelce unfollowed you? Is there a problem? You guys are good? Are you and Travis Kelce still friends?
Blake, once a seemingly staple presence in Taylor's life, is now at the center of a mess so big that it threatens to undo everything. The two of them had been close, best friends, nearly inseparable. But what the public didn't know was that behind the scenes, things weren't always as picture-perfect as they seemed. The cracks in their friendship started to show when Blake's increasingly erratic behavior began causing issues. But Taylor, always the peacemaker, always the one to see the good in others, overlooked the signs. Now, Blake's legal troubles have spilled over, pulling Taylor down into the disaster. And Blake? She's nowhere to be found, leaving Taylor to pick up the pieces of a lawsuit that could shatter her reputation. The subpoena itself is nothing short of a nightmare. Taylor never thought she'd find herself in a courtroom, let alone dragged into a lawsuit that she never imagined would involve her. The papers are official, the stakes are high, and the timing couldn't be worse. Taylor, ever the perfectionist, is allegedly breaking down under the stress. The tears come in waves, each one laced with disbelief, anger, and regret. She's not just devastated because her name is now tied to Blake's mess, she's crushed because she trusted Blake in a way that, in hindsight, seems reckless.
There is a rift there, for sure.
Yes, and now Travis Kelce is right in the middle of all this, too, because he is unfollowed Ryan Reynolds.
Fans could not believe it when he unfollowed Ryan, which, by the way, Ryan still follows Travis, more like Taylor and Travis versus Ryan and Blake.
The Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds positive PR train was in full effect this weekend. That is until Travis Kelce pushed the train off the tracks.
Taylor said, I did not have a dog in this fight. I didn't know anything about it. And then she finds out that Blake's been dropping her name in town.
And that Blake referred to her as her dragon.
During that showdown at Blake and Ryan's penthouse
with Justin Baldoni.
She believes that Blake timed it.
But it's not just Blake's betrayal that's hitting Taylor hardest. Travis Kelce, the man who's been by her side for months, is reportedly furious. Not just at the situation, but at Taylor herself. Travis had been the one to warn her from the very beginning. He had warned her that some of her friendships weren't what they seemed, that Blake, while charming, wasn't exactly the type of person Taylor needed to have around. Travis had seen the signs long before Taylor had, but like so many times before, she dismissed his concerns. Now, it's too late. The damage is done, and her career, her image, and her peace of mind are all hanging in the balance. Travis, for all his support and affection, is growing frustrated. It's not just about the lawsuit, it's about the toll it's taking on Taylor. He's watching the woman he loves spiral into emotional chaos, and while he's doing his best to comfort her, he's also questioning everything. "I told you, Tay," he mutters under his breath as he watches her break down in their shared space. He knows he's not supposed to say it out loud, but the anger and disappointment are bubbling to the surface. "You didn't listen to me," he thinks, staring at her through narrowed eyes. But how do you say that to someone who's already been betrayed by a close friend? Travis is trying to be there for Taylor, gently wiping away her eyes, reassuring her that they will get through this together. But his patience is wearing thin. The stress of this lawsuit is eating away at her, and the more she breaks down, the more Travis feels like a stranger in her life. He's worried more than he's ever been. This is more than just a legal battle, it's an emotional one. It's allegedly tearing Taylor apart from the inside, and every time she breaks down, every time she pulls away from him, it cuts him to the core. He had warned her after all. He had seen it coming, and now with everything she's built up on the line, it's hard not to feel like this was inevitable. But as if the stress of the lawsuit weren't enough, enter Ryan Reynolds, a friend from Taylor's past who now finds himself in the crossfire. Ryan has been one of Taylor's closest confidants for years, someone she's trusted through thick and thin. But now, as Kelce's relationship with Taylor continues to gain traction, there's a growing tension. Ryan, despite his public persona of calm and collectedness, is feeling something deeper. It's jealousy, but it's also a sense of ownership. He's always been there for Taylor. Their bond goes way back, long before Travis and Taylor became a thing. Ryan doesn't like the idea that someone like Travis is coming into her life, someone who might overshadow him. It's not that Ryan has any ill will toward Travis, he's just protective of his relationship with Taylor. He's been there for her through her darkest moments, while Travis is still a relatively new figure in her life. Ryan knows that Travis's bond with Taylor is strong, but he can't shake the feeling that it's not enough. That's why he's already planning his next move, preparing to fire back at Travis, to remind him that his friendship with Taylor has stood the test of time. Ryan's plan is simple. Remind Taylor of who has been there for her all these years. Remind her that Travis may not know her the way he does. Ryan knows exactly what he's doing. He'll be there for Taylor when Travis is too busy trying to salvage his own image. And when Travis thinks he's got the upper hand, Ryan will quietly be making his move, working behind the scenes, navigating this drama with calculated precision. Taylor may be drowning in a sea of emotion, but Ryan has his eyes on the bigger picture. If anyone's going to protect her from the fallout, it's him. After all, their friendship is far older and far more established than anything she has with Travis. Ryan's not about to let a newcomer dictate the narrative of Taylor's life. Taylor, meanwhile, is spiraling. She's losing control of the situation in ways she's never experienced before. The tension between her and Travis is apparently also escalating, each day bringing new arguments, new frustrations, and a growing sense of helplessness. She's torn between the man she loves and the man who's been a part of her life for far longer than Travis has. But as the pressure mounts, Taylor finds herself breaking down in ways she never thought possible. The subpoena is just the beginning. The stress is taking a toll on her physically and emotionally. Her career, which has always been carefully curated, is now under attack. She knows one thing about public opinion, that it doesn't take time to turn, that her every move will be scrutinized in ways that are unbearable. But more than that, she's hurting on a personal level. She feels betrayed, not just by Blake, but by herself. She trusted the wrong people, and now it's all falling apart. Her friends, her career, her life. Everything is on the line. And Travis? He's watching it all unfold with a mix of concern and frustration. He's still trying to hold it together for Taylor apparently, but the cracks are showing. He's exhausted from constantly trying to fix things that he warned her about in the first place. The emotional strain of seeing her suffer, knowing he couldn't protect her from this, is almost too much for him to bear. But through it all, he's trying to be her rock, even though he feels like he's drowning in the chaos himself. As for Ryan, he's watching from the sidelines, biding his time. He knows that Taylor's breakdown is inevitable, and he's ready to step in when she needs him most. His loyalty to her hasn't wavered, and he'll make sure everyone knows it. The real battle, it seems, is between Ryan and Travis, two men who each claim a piece of Taylor's heart and are now about to clash in ways that no one could predict. The question remains, will Taylor emerge from this mess stronger, or will she be irreparably changed by the betrayal, the legal battles, and the emotional roller coaster she's on? The stakes couldn't be higher, and with Travis and Ryan both playing their respective games, it's anyone's guess what will happen next. Taylor Swift's life is in turmoil, and the world is watching to see how this drama unfolds. But one thing is certain: the story is far from over, and the consequences of these events will echo in ways that no one can predict. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.